Hello everybody. I hope you've all had a wonderful day today. I've loved sharing today with you. I can't wait to see your posters, your quality posters. So don't forget to share those with me if you can. Now, are you ready for a bedtime story? You've already heard a story today of Lottie Lion with her lion friends. Now I'm going to share with you my next story. Now this book isn't out yet, and it's a very special book to me because it's dedicated to my godson, who is called Freddie, and the main character is Freddie Frog. So Freddie is a little frog and he loses his jump, and his friends work with him to try and get his jump back. Now I have written this book, and this time I am going to be doing the illustrations as well. Now it's not out quite yet, but what I'd like to do is share something with you. I'd like to share some of the story, but also I'd like to share some of the illustrations. Are you good at keeping secrets? Shh, I'll share with you some of the illustrations I've done. So, here we have Freddie Frog. Now, do we think Freddie is going to be able to fly like these birds? I wonder. We'll have to find out, won't we? Here he is again. There's Freddie. He's trying to swish his legs like these fish. But I don't think frogs swish their legs, do they? And here is Miss Dormouse. She's fast asleep. And she tries to help Freddie by getting him to run around. But I don't think frogs run. Do they? Do frogs run? Who do you think would be a good person to get advice off about getting his jump off? There. A toad. Now, are you sitting comfortably? And have you got your best listening ears on? I'm going to share with you my new story, and it's called The Frog Who Lost His Jump. Freddie Frog was sat on a lily pad, feeling rather blue. A woodpecker flew down by and said, "Whatever is the matter with you?" "I've lost my bounce, my hop and jump," Freddie Frog replied. So down flew Mr. Woodpecker, who perched on a stump and sighed. "This won't do, young Freddie Frog. Let me help you there. Why don't you take inspiration from the creatures of the air? Look at me, I flap my wings and fly, fly, fly. The harder I flap, the higher I get, higher in the sky." "Give it a go, Freddie Frog." And Freddie attempted to fly. "It's no good, Mr. Woodpecker. However hard I try, I'll be sat on this lily pad forever." Then Freddie started to cry. As Freddie's tears rolled down his cheeks and fell into the water, up swam Mrs. Fish and her baby daughter. "Whatever is the matter with you, Freddie?" they both said, rather concerned. "I've lost my bounce, my hop and jump," Freddie Frog confirmed. So Mrs. Fish and her daughter swam over to where Freddie sat. "This won't do, young Freddie Frog. Let us help with that. Why don't you take inspiration from the creatures down below? Look at us, how we swish our tails and go, go, go. The harder we swish, the faster we swim. Give it a go, Freddie Frog." And Freddie swished his limbs. "It's no good, Mrs. Fish. I'm scared of swimming down deep. Both my legs won't move that way," and Freddie started to weep. As Freddie sobbed louder, the sound travelled through the air. A sleepy dormouse was awoken and appeared from her lair. Over to the pond she scurried towards Freddie Frog. "Whatever is the matter, my dear?" she asked as she climbed upon a log. I've lost my bounce, my hop, my jump, whimpered Freddy Frog. Well, this won't do, young Freddy dear. Let's see if I can assist you here. Why don't you take inspiration of the creatures on the ground? Look at me. I'm able to run around, around, around. The quicker I run, the speedier I move. This is how I get into my groove. Give it a go, Freddy Frog. But Freddy struggled to run. It's no use, Miss Dormouse. This really is no fun. I'm just not built to move in this way. I want to be able to jump and play. Then Freddy Frog sniffed once more, and again he started to wail. Will I ever get my bounce back, or just continue to fail? As they all sat around, pondering what Freddy could try next, along came Mr. Toad, who had been watching through his specs. This will not do, Master Freddy Frog. You've really got yourself stuck in a bit of a bog. It's time to pick yourself up and think hard about what you need to do. If you dig down deep, you will know. Now start to think it through. Get yourself into position and ready, get set, off you go. But Mr. Toad, it's impossible. I really don't know. Now listen here, Freddy Frog. This really will not do. A frog isn't designed to fly, swish a tail or run. It's time to get your bounce back, so let's get it done. I'm going to count to 3 in a second, so it's time to concentrate. Let's see you jump from the lily pad to the log. Now that really would be great. Are you ready? Off you go. 1, 2, 3. Freddy took a deep breath and his face filled with glee. All the animals and Mr. Toad, they watched all agog as Freddy took a leap of faith and landed safely upon the log. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Freddy shouted, jumping up and down. I've got my bounce, my hop and jump back. He smiled and lost his frown. Freddy is now happy bouncing all around, through the air, into the water, then safely back onto dry ground. There we go. So what did you think? I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I've really enjoyed being with you today. I hope to see you again soon. Sleep tight, everyone. Bye-bye.